Hi everyone, Rich Sheffrin here, and today I'm in our new office space. Now, it doesn't look like much now, and I don't have much to show you because we're actually in the process of renovating right now. But yesterday I talked to you about Informal Logic, and one of the responses in Facebook was, are you talking about just overcoming objections? And no, I'm not just talking about overcoming objections. So let's take a step back for a second. If you're going to use education to market, right? And we talked in a previous episode about how if you want to sell people what they want as opposed to what they need, then you just sell to demand. But if you want to sell people what they need instead of what they want, you'll have to use some form of educational marketing to get them to want what they need. Now, if you're using educational marketing, you can't just follow standard copywriting advice. Copywriting applies, but it's not enough. You have to use really, and they really all overlap, informal logic, argumentation, rhetoric, and you use these three to construct the best possible argument for your prospects to buy your product, to get what they want. So, I said today I was going to recommend some books. Now, I'm still not home, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but I will recommend two books to you right now. I have stacks of them at home on this topic. First one is Thank You for Arguing. Really good book. I think you'll learn a lot from it. The second one is a little green book. It's called The Guide to Rhetoric, I believe is what it's called. The Guide to Rhetoric. Now, here's what you can do right now. It'd take you about an hour, so you don't have to do it right now. You could do it tonight instead of watching a TV show or something. But if you do this, this is what leads to a breakthrough. Okay, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. Here's what you should do. Imagine that you are arguing a case, a legal case, and you're about to give your closing arguments. Now, the people in the jury are not just jury members, they're your prospects. Okay? And you have to, in your closing arguments, convince them that buying your product, buying your service, is the best possible choice for them. Now, you're also going to be arguing against someone who's the biggest skeptic, who's the biggest anti-fan of your product. Now, if you were to take about 20 minutes and write out what the anti-fan would say about your business to try and dissuade your prospects from buying from you, and then you were to construct your argument to overcome that argument as well as convince them, you would be taking an hour of your time to come up with breakthrough new marketing angles for yourself to position your product. And that leads me to one last point. In internet marketing, it's very common for an entrepreneur to create a new product every time they want to create a new promotion. That is only in internet marketing. Case in point, Agora, right? Probably break about $600 million this year. They do 4 promotions a year for each of their products. They don't change the product. They change the promotions. 4 promotions every year. Now, where do you get the ideas? New ideas for different promotions for the same product? By doing what I just told you. That's one way of doing it. So, write out the argument against your product, then write your argument for the product. Now, as you learn more about informal logic, argumentation, rhetoric, you'll be able to construct better arguments. You'll understand fallacies. But you could start right now, and I guarantee you that if you were to take the 40 minutes or an hour, you would come up with a breakthrough idea, at least a better idea. And that's what marketing's all about. So, till tomorrow, at some point I'll be at home in front of my library and I'll be able to pull out a bunch of different books on rhetoric, argumentation, informal logic. But until then, to higher profits and beyond, Sheffrin out.